Breaking news about 90 minutes or so before kickoff of Sunday Night Football. Dak Prescott out. He will not be playing against the Minnesota Vikings. He's going to be amongst their inactives, according to all of the media reports out there. Background here, of course, it had seemed even after the initial injury that, hey, Dak Prescott wasn't going to be playing, that if he was going to play, he was going to be fine. The calf was not a big red flag, and that was the message early on in the week. And then around Wednesday, Thursday, it started to get, maybe the Cowboys will take it super cautiously. Because Dak was cleared to play. But in the end, Dak, along with four others, Simi Fehoko, Matt Farnia, Kazir Kamara, Israel Mukwamu, are going to be inactive against the Minnesota Vikings, as Cooper Rush will get his first career NFL starts and, might double or even just match his career passing attempts on that first drive for the Cowboys. In the end, the caution here for Dallas was about mitigating the risk. I think they've made it very clear, the Cowboys have, and both publicly from players, coaches to leaks, whatever. Had this been the playoffs, zero doubt in anyone's mind, Dak would have been out there. I know Dak himself really wanted to play. He's not happy that he's not out there, but in the end, we'll do what the team thinks is best in the end. The Cowboys are taking more of that big picture, overarching view of, we lead the NFC East. We don't need Dak in this game to win the division. What we don't want is to risk jeopardizing him later on in the year if that calf can get another 5%, 10%, whatever it is, closer to 100%. Well, now we're feeling really good long term, although this is a very difficult game for Dallas against a good football team in Minnesota. The offense is going to have to change. I don't think you can walk out with Cooper Rush tonight and do the exact same things you always do with Dak Prescott. Cooper Rush is not nearly as advanced, though he's not bad in it, I don't think. Nearly an advanced pre-snap. He doesn't have the elite arm. We'll spend some more time on Cooper Rush. The one thing I wonder if the Cowboys might have to adjust. And we saw them slow to adjust in this area last year. Can the Cowboys play the same level of tempo that they normally do with Dak Prescott? Dallas is one of the fastest offenses in the NFL in terms of how much time they snap with the play clock left, how much urgency they operate with. They, I don't think, could use the same level of tempo against Minnesota. This might, emphasize might here, be a slower game for Dallas. One thing that worries me, quick stalled drives. 3 and outs would be bad. The Cowboys' defense and the offense worked well together because the defense plays better with a lead. They're able to attack more, etc., and the Cowboys' offense has benefited them in that area. Last year, they never had a lead, and the defense was a disaster as a result. So I wonder how the offense looks, what the game plan is. If I were Kellen Moore, by the way, just a quick note, first play of the game, play action deep ball to Ceedee Lamb. Go for gold, and then maybe you run your more normal offense there in the end. Now, we'll spend some more time on Rush, the Vikings game, but with Dak missing his first game outside of the nasty ankle injury, the only one where he was maybe not 100%, they did not play him in, is this one. Outside, again, that nasty ankle issue. What is your concern level right now over Dak Prescott? The Cowboys are saying he'll play next week. At this point, maybe you have to wait and see, but that was the reports dating back to last week anyway. So what is your concern level? Scale it for me 1 to 100. If you get the ad break here on YouTube, head down to the comments section and let me know. So it will be Cooper Rush at the helm for the Dallas Cowboys, who has not played at all this year, no stats, and at one point was not on the Cowboys. Of course, he came in around the same time as Dak Prescott, has all 3 career passes in the NFL. And the Cowboys said, we don't need him. We'll let him go to the Giants in the last offseason. They bring him back as everyone got hurt at quarterback. He was the backup to Garrett Gilbert last year. And then early on in the preseason, right around week 3-ish, or I guess midway through the preseason, I should say, at least the third game for Dallas. Again, one less game. Anyway, Rush suddenly wins the job back from Garrett Gilbert. Gilbert gets cut. Now Rush is the backup. I think the Cowboys trusted Rush to get rid of the ball quickly and avoid the big, bad, disastrous plays. We'll see if that ends up being the case tonight against a solid pass rush in Minnesota. So I want you guys to be honest with me with this next question. Do you trust Cooper Rush? Is this something that you believe in for the Dallas Cowboys? Do you trust Cooper Rush to be the guy? Do you trust Cooper Rush to win a game against a not bad football team. Is that where you are at? Do you trust him? Get your votes in for me. Type in Y for yes or type in N for no. Let me know what you think in the comments section. By the way, folks, Mike White did win a game today. Just keep that in mind that Mike White was out there for the New York Jets, and even though his ADOT was 4, he won a football game, which is kind of insane to me to think about. That's not really something I would have ever thought for the Dallas Cowboys. But he won, or for the Jets, I should say, as the former Cowboy backup, who was never good in Dallas, won a game in impressive fashion. So what I'm saying is there's a chance that Mike White can win a game for the Dallas Cowboys, or for the Cooper Rush can win a game for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, of course, in like an hour-ish, we'll be live for the Cowboys at the Vikings. So if you want to join us, as we will either rejoice in a win with Cooper Rush or say, yeah, they would have won the game with Dak Prescott, hit that big red button and subscribe. It's free to watch the game with us here at the Cowboys Report. So with no Dak Prescott, big red X through quarterback 1 today. Cooper Rush becomes the new quarterback 1, and Will Greer will be active for this game. Will Greer, yes, folks, the former Panther quarterback who knows Doug Nussmeier very well, he is in line to be the backup. God forbid something happens to Cooper Rush. I would assume the emergency quarterback then becomes Cedric Wilson. God forbid the Cowboys get to that part. Now, if you want to bet on this game, either for the Cowboys or against the Cowboys, do it with our sportsbook partner, BetUS. Head over to chatsports.com/bet and use the promo code you see on screen, Cowboys125. That'll get you a 125% deposit bonus, i.e. $100 down. Boom, an extra 125 for free. Now, the line has moved drastically. It moved drastically on Thursday. Has moved again. It's now up to 4 in favor of Minnesota, and I wonder if this line will jump even higher. It had become 2.5 when Vegas first got concerned after it opened, and the Cowboys were a 2.5 favorite, a 2-point favorite. Big swing there. Now another big swing for Minnesota. Not to say I'm surprised that Vikings are, frankly, only 4 seems a little bit low for Cooper Rush out there. But you can, again, bet on or against the Cowboys at BetUS, chatsports.com/bet. Make sure you use the promo code you see on screen. That is Cowboys125. That gets you a 125% deposit bonus. So with all that in mind, you saw the spread. Predict the score. Be honest for me of the Cowboys against the Vikings. And I think for this case in particular, everyone do me a favor. Make sure to mention who you have winning in this game, because I understand if you don't want to go with Dallas in this one. Now, I want to emphasize this part too. A win would be massive for the Dallas Cowboys. You are, after all, in the number 1 seed hunt. A win over a potential playoff, if not a playoff favorite in Minnesota, with your backup quarterback, that's the type of win that drastically helps your chances of getting the number 1 seed, which significantly helps your chances of then making it beyond just the wild card round or the championship round and making a real deep run at a Super Bowl. Now, in order for the Cowboys to win this game, which they can win, the supporting cast must be at their best. They must be at their best level. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You don't have Dak Prescott to bail you out or bail you out of a bad play call, or if there's a lineman beats your D lineman beats your O lineman and then you take the sack. Dak can't bail you out of that. There's not going to be probably a 3rd and 24 conversion like there was last week to win the game. So for the Cowboys, the supporting cast on offense and defense has to be clicking. The O-line, which I assume this is going to be your starting unit. We will see if and what the usage looks like for Lael Collins. I don't know much about that. Tyron Smith, by the way, is the starter. Still, he's going to be active out there. I'm curious to see how they fare. The Vikings do not blitz that often. Dak Prescott's great against the blitz, but the Vikings are getting pressure with 4. That's an issue for Cooper Rush. You got to give him time. I don't want him under pressure. Meanwhile, I actually love the matchup for Dallas through the air. I think the Vikings corners are not great. Cameron Dantzler has ability, but Bashaud Breeland's been getting worked. If you can get the ball into the hands of Amari Cooper and Ceedee Lamb, I think the Cowboys can have success. So I don't think you can adopt a run only strategy. You are going to have to, whether it's on third down or early in down, ask your quarterback to make plays. The Minnesota Vikings are going to dare you to stop, or are going to dare you to throw the football. At some point, Cooper Rush is going to have to make that play. So with Dak out against Minnesota, the reports are he'll play against the Denver Broncos. Okay, Dak is set to return to practice to normal on Wednesday, so the media says. We will see if that ends up being the case. Also, typo on my part. It's week 11, week 12 there, but you guys know what I mean there. We'll see. So in theory, Dak should play next week. In the meantime, in what I thought was going to be a very fun primetime game, it's a different kind of fun. And we will see what Cooper Rush does on Sunday Night Football. Make sure you're subscribed and join us for our live watch party.